Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hani and today we're doing another sketchbook session. So don't mind this, I have carpal tunnel and my hand has been hurting me a bit more lately. So yeah, just don't mind it. It just helps me keep my wrists from bending too much. But yeah, today we're going to be doing a sketchbook session, and if you like this content, please consider subscribing, and let's go ahead and get started. So if you didn't watch my Let's Draw Raru video, you should definitely go watch it. But in that video I said that I was still playing Tears of the Kingdom and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm behind on it, but I played it a bit more and I wanted to draw more Raru, so that's what we're doing today. So I dedicated a whole spread to Tears of the Kingdom fan art. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I sketched these with my Prismacolor Colorase pencil in the green color. And I will be doing the line art with my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip pen, brush pen. I love this brush pen so much. I hope it doesn't like die when I'm doing this. And then I'll probably color it with alcohol markers, and I made sure to leave a blank spread behind it so that it doesn't bleed through. But yeah, I drew Raru. His English voice actor is doing such a good job, and I love the scene where Zelda wakes up to see both Raru and his wife. And his wife is so pretty too, so I drew her, and then just more Raru for this part. And then this is like the thing that's hanging from Raru's like necklace thingy. I couldn't figure out how to draw it in either of these sketches, so I decided to draw it right here. But yeah. Hello again. So for this spread, I'm going to be going over the sketches one by one, doing the line art and then coloring with my Ohuhu alcohol markers. But before I do any of that, I go over the sketches with my kneaded eraser to pick up any of the pencil sketches that might still be visible when coloring, or that might smudge when I'm coloring. So like I said before, I'm doing the line art and coloring one by one instead of what I usually do, which is doing all of the line art at the same time and doing all of the coloring at the same time. So the order that I do the sketches is Raru's wife, Sonia, then the right hand Raru, and then the left hand Raru, and then I kind of do the top two sketches at the same time. At first, the line art was a bit shaky because I haven't had to use my wrist brace in a long time, but I eventually got used to it, and I was actually doing a little happy dance in my seat when I was doing the line art for all of these sketches. So if you don't know, I actually got diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome in both of my hands actually, even though I'm so young. And the reason is because of how I sleep at night. Apparently I like to curl my hands when I'm sleeping, so I have to wear wrist braces when I go to bed at night. But it's normally fine, it's just that it was really painful this day. So I finished the line art, and like I said before, I'm using my Ohuhu alcohol markers to color all of these sketches. So I thought that I would talk a bit more about my experience playing this game because, oh boy, it's a doozy. So like I said last time, I'm very behind in this game. I got Tears of the Kingdom back in February for my birthday, but I haven't really been able to play it often because of work and school. So I've been trying to play a bit more this summer, and I actually managed to get a few clips transferred from my Switch from me playing the game over to like my phone where I'm editing. So this first clip was actually when you fall into the main game after completing the tutorial on the floating islands, and it was at this point that I realized that I hadn't even started the freaking game. Like I said in my last video, this is pretty much my first experience with the Legend of Zelda franchise. I did own Twilight Princess on the Nintendo Wii, but it broke before I could really play it, and someone actually left a comment about Breath of the Wild being the part 1 of this game, so it looks like I'll have to get that game too. Anyways, after I fall into the main game, I met a scientist named Pura, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I'm definitely going to be making a fan art of her at some other point in time because her character design is so freaking good, and I absolutely love her color palette, and her movements are so sassy. After meeting Pura, I went out to explore the fields around the opening area where I tamed my first horse, Idiot Number 1. Look at how cute they are! I don't even remember what I named this horse because of how little time I actually had the horse. I think that his name might have been Brahm or something, I don't really know. I would say that we probably had a good 2 hours together before I gave up on him because he got stuck on a riverbank and wouldn't climb up the clear path back to the main road. Oh, and did I mention that there was a lightning storm happening at the same time? Well, there was a lightning storm happening at the same time, and the lightning will electrocute you if you're wearing any metal, so I had to get the heck out of there before I got fried to a crisp. There was also a giant rock golem chasing me and throwing rocks at the same time, so yeah, goodbye Idiot Number 1, you might be missed. And P.S. this was before I figured out that you can go back in your saves, so I didn't end up saving this horse, and I'm so sad that I didn't even think to record his stupidity. I absolutely love the open world aspect of this game, I really do, but it is a bit jarring when you suddenly hear the music change and suddenly find yourself facing a boss. Like, is that a freaking Hydra? I just stumbled across a Hydra! I guess that's a thing. I just love that I zoomed in disbelief with the Puripad because I was just like slapped in the face with this knowledge. I didn't think that this would ever happen, but here we are. Anyways, a bit further into the game, we see a cutscene of Zelda meeting Rauru and Sonia, his wife, and it was pretty much this cutscene that pushed me to make this video. Raru's voice is so freaking good and his character design is so pretty, and I honestly think that he's on par with my obsession with Nurarihound, which I am very surprised that I haven't made a video about him yet. I'll definitely be doing that in the future. I'm very sad that I didn't record much of his dialogue, but here's a little clip of him and Sonia talking to Zelda.
Oh.
Where am I? We didn't mean to startle you. I'm sorry. It's okay. My name is Sonia.
And could we ask what your name is?
I'm definitely going to be making more fan art of him. Anyways, here's where I accidentally sacrificed a wild horse. So going back to the actual sketches, I made sure to pay extra attention to the details in Raru's character design. His outfit has so many little details which makes him a little bit difficult to draw, but I still wanted to draw him anyways. I think that this particular sketch is my favorite out of the bunch. I think that the line art and colors are cleaner than the next few sketches. This is also the sketch where I got to figure out Raru's color palette. In my last Tears of the Kingdom video, I used the pastel set of Ohuhu markers, which caused the colors to be a bit off, especially compared to the reference photo that I was using. So this time I'm using my regular 100 count Ohuhu markers, which allowed me to get a bit closer to the original colors. So like always, since this is in the sketchbook, I'm not going too deep into the rendering process for these sketches. I spent a lot of time on the line art, which makes me feel kind of drained when I finally get to the coloring portion. I actually think that the triangle pattern on the end of Raru's cloak was the most tedious part, because I didn't want to accidentally cover the yellow parts with the dark blue that I was using. I don't really have much else to say about the process. It's all pretty much just following the same steps as the first one. I absolutely love Raru's color palette because I don't think that I use green very often when I'm using my alcohol markers, so these markers were super juicy, which made blending the colors actually pretty fun and easy. So yeah. So for the last two sketches, I really rushed through them and I kind of forgot to record and like move my sketchbook so that it's like actually on screen. I mean, they're still pretty detailed, but I definitely didn't spend as much time on these. Especially this one of Rauru. I think that the face looks kind of um, derpy, I guess. It's not exactly right. I then went back and just added a few shapes to the background because for some reason I just can't have big blank spaces for these kinds of spreads. And that should be the end of the spread. I'm actually really happy with how these sketches turned out. I absolutely loved making more fan art of Rauru, and I'm definitely going to be making more in the future, so look out for that. And if you like this art, maybe you would like to commission me. If you head over to my Ko-fi page, I currently have listings for sketch commissions and full render character commissions. And if you don't want to commission but would still like to support me and the channel, I also have donations up. I'm currently trying to save up for a microphone so that I can interact with you guys more during streams on YouTube and Twitch. But absolutely no pressure if you don't. I'm very grateful for all of y'all's support. So I finally finished the whole spread and it looks so good! I wasn't sure if I was going to be coloring these two, but I think that they turned out pretty good. Yeah. And the bleed through is alright. Ooh, this one is bad, so I have to cover that up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this content, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and maybe going to check out my Ko-fi page. I have commissions available now, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!